It's actually been quite crazy how many people don't like a two-dad family.
I mean, the people that are like that are just tools.
People think that, when someone's got maybe not the cutest kid.
And they think it's the cutest child, and realistically, you haven't got the heart to tell them that their kid's not pretty.
Do you love being gay?
I love being who I am.
Welcome back to Daddies Overnight, the podcast where we very literally became daddies overnight.
And it doesn't matter if you're a future parent, new parent, or just someone needs a laugh about life. You're in great company.
You really are. So you might as well join us for the chaos, cuddles, and everything in between.
As we fully embrace having no idea what we're doing, but learning that's okay.
So welcome to the family.
You just stole my line.
I didn't. I did not just steal your line.
You did.
Did I steal your line?
Yeah, you did. And my mouth left it on a...
Welcome. Oh no.
Crikey, oh, Matthew.
Are you just trying to be, you just want to be me?
No, I'm not flapping with my hands.
New year, new you.
You're definitely in my camera shot on that.
I'm not.
Flapping.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Guys, firstly, Happy New Year.
Oh my God, welcome to 2026. And we're going to start away arguing because Matthew is still not changed the nappy this whole year.
Right, can I just tell you, when Ryan set up the camera, if you haven't seen on our TikTok, he filmed the other day.
Or on Facebook. Or on socials.
On socials. You filmed a video and you basically tried to out me for not changing a nappy all year, and I almost fell for it for a millisecond.
I feel like that was a proper dad joke. Basically, I said to Matt, was like, I went all like stern. I was like, you've not changed a nappy all year, because technically it was true. And a few people went at you. Yeah, I think they didn't get it.
Because it was the first, for people that are like, oh my God, I don't get it. It was the 1st of January, so only Ryan had changed the nappies. Apparently, that's such a dad joke. It's so cringe.
Because I am, like everyone has sympathy for me. Poor me changing little old Lincoln's nappy, and you don't do anything to provide for the household.
If only you can see behind the cameras. But before we get into today's podcast, if you are new here, or even if you've been listening a while, please give this podcast a rating, like, subscribe, follow wherever you are watching. We would really...
Or listening. God, you're so bad at that.
No, because I know we have so many people listening, so we listen to podcasts. I'm sorry.
Well, I also watch podcasts.
Do you know what I did? Yeah, I do watch them. Do you know what I did think when I was getting ready for today's podcast?
What?
I thought I need to make sure. I'm so conscious about the listener thing because I'm just so conscious about it. So if you are listening, please can you just go and rate? And it would just basically mean so much for the pod.
I'm just conscious because we constantly always forget to plug this bit. But always we get to the end of the podcast, we're like, oh, we haven't even asked people to subscribe or rate the podcast or leave a review, because it helps our podcast out so much. So why did we forget to do it every time?
I don't know why we forget. So please, if you are watching or listening, please. And I'm also going to do one more plug for Dummy Confessions.
Do you want people to not stick around?
Well, people love Dummy Confessions, but we really felt last week that we should start getting voice note Dummy Confessions in. So
Massive Matthew's being passive aggressive.
And everyone's still sending messages. So if you want...
It's 2026. Why are you still texting?
I just really want to play a voice note, and then it can be you telling your Dummy confession. So if you feel comfortable doing that, we'll still keep it anonymous, but obviously people will hear your voice. So just if you want to, then just do it.
It's so funny because I feel like 2025, I stepped away from texting, especially in WhatsApp. I stepped away from texting people, and I'm all about voice notes.
I think it's especially now we're in our parenting era. Voice notes
even
so much
before
easier.
Lincoln.
I suppose we did.
I love a podcast. When I would get a friend who would send a 3-minute, 5-minute voice note, I'm like, yes, because that's part of my drive to the gym or drive to the shops. Because I feel like we don't get to see as many people as we like. So I feel like having that voice note. And also when someone sends me this massive paragraph,
you're like, oh, I've got to reply to it
I have to reply to it in a massive paragraph. So I have actually taken it upon myself that if someone does message me a massive paragraph, you will get a voice note back.
We just voice note back. Yeah. And I feel like all of our friends live all across the UK.
Yeah, it's just nice to hear your voice.
Yeah. So
I'm not quite there on the video chat yet.
Yeah, we're not quite there, are we?
No.
We don't have a FaceTime people or anything.
I'm gonna stick to voice notes this year.
Darling, how has your New Year's been so far?
It's all right.
Is that it?
No, our New Year was so good.
It was all right. I knew you
What
didn't
did we
enjoy
do?
it. I knew. Right, I
What
knew.
did you do?
Ryan found this New Year's really boring.
No, I didn't. So basically...
You're already not enjoying being a parent, having to stay at home, aren't you?
You can't say that, Matthew.
Darling, I'm reading through you like a book. I knew you were bored.
No, I wasn't.
You found my company boring.
Well, I spent a lot of time with you.
So you just said you found my company boring?
No, basically, this New Year, we obviously had Lincoln, so we decided not to go out anywhere. We both
decided not to go out anywhere. We didn't go to a party. We didn't do anything.
No one wanted us.
No one wanted us. We weren't invited anywhere, and so we thought we would do a mini countdown with Lincoln first at 6 p.m.
Can I just say, it was at 6 p.m. He didn't stay up till midnight. I don't know what this... Online, we put the video of us. You might have seen it where do a fake countdown, and then you pull the sheet of paper from the ceiling, and balloons come down, and you're like, "Happy New Year!" It's a fake countdown, but it just makes it really special for the kids that obviously can't stay up till midnight. We post it like anyone else posts it
at 7 p.m. So before midnight, and all the comments were
ding ding ding, social workers.
Oh my god, why are they up? Got the kid up till midnight?
He wasn't up till midnight,
and we put it in the caption, and then I saw you wrote.
Also, even if it was up to midnight, is it that bad?
No, I don't think so. Not for one night.
If he was able to party until midnight.
I don't think he would make it past 10. Personally.
I don't want him until midnight. I need some us time.
But everyone, you even wrote a comment saying, everyone read the caption. And
passive
it was just
aggressive.
So bizarre. But it was...
Just read the caption. It says 6 p.m.
That was cute though, wasn't it?
It was so cute. I feel like I expected him. I didn't know what I was expecting. I didn't know. He loves balloons. So Roscoe was out of the room because Roscoe doesn't like balloons. And I was thinking Lincoln would be like, but he was more like chilled.
He was really chilled. I was really surprised.
Took a moment before he started grabbing the balloons. He did pop one balloon, and
which was scary because he's got little claws, hasn't he?
Claws.
I actually cut them yesterday.
But he didn't care.
He didn't really care. But we almost didn't do it because we just thought he's such a young. We keep forgetting that he's much younger than what he is, and he's not going to remember it, and he won't care. But then we were just like, we care.
We care for our memory, our first New Year, and I think it's a level of tradition. And it was really fun.
It was really fun.
But getting the placement online, it looks so simple. But we had this sequin fabric that we had in
had for years
in our joke drawer for years. And I'm like, that would do. Sellotaped it. And because our light's there, it was just awkwardly placed. We had to move it, not being too close to the camera, but not being too far. But anyway, we put him to bed at normal time, 7 p.m. And we partied on our own.
We drank some bubbles.
We had drank many bubbles. We actually had a to-do list because we were like, we cannot just sit and watch TV.
So we made a to-do list to make sure that we weren't completely boring New Year. And we opened some Pokemon cards.
We did a bit of we went to Japan for 6 weeks a few years ago. So we never actually, I like the idea of doing a scrapbook. Hate it. Oh my God, I hate doing it.
We brought all these photo albums for Lincoln and everything, and we just have not printed a thing. We just can't, not that we can't be bothered, but it's such an effort when you take.
It's such a chore.
And this scrapbook has moved house with us. It's never been completed, and we're going to try and do it again tonight, I think.
Yeah, we did a few pages. We've learned that if we just do a few pages and tick it off, it'll slowly be done.
Do you do the pages?
I did a few pages. I did one page.
Ryan.
I cut some out as well. I did do some, Matthew.
Ryan.
Not all heroes wear capes.
That's our new thing, isn't it?
But I did do so. I just don't enjoy it, but I really love looking at it after.
I know you do. You like the finished product.
But it was a great New Year.
It was a great New Year, but we did have something which I'm just going to bring up because I just wanted to bring up. It's actually been quite crazy how many people don't like a two-dad family.
The one word comes to my mind, tool.
Tool.
I mean, the people that are like that are just tools.
I think I was quite...
They're past being stupid or dumb, you're just tools.
Because I just don't know what we can do. We can't just keep, I just can't convince everyone.
Why would you?
All the time. And it's just we're just trying to exist. We're just
Why
trying
are you convincing tools?
It's just hard because sometimes you just want to shake these people that don't get gay people or LGBT people or anything like that.
That's called harassment if you shake people.
I know, but then what can you do?
You get done for that.
Okay, then don't shake anyone. We're not enforcing shaking, but I'm just really taken aback because when we posted the video from New Year's Eve, it started.
There's so much love.
There was insane amounts of love.
But also the video was just such a wholesome video.
Just a nice video, and so many people came to our defense in the comments. Was just really nice. But then when I was scrolling down, I was like, oh my God, all these people were saying this poor boy, he's got 2 dads, blah, blah, blah. What a poor baby. Can't believe that he's with 2 dads. And you're reading it, you're
Which we always knew we were going to get.
We're always going to get that. And it's always going to be a thing.
Thank you for the engagement.
But I don't.
I'm so over. I'm on the other side.
You're over it, but just something.
Fight me.
Something just doesn't sit right with me about it at the moment.
I think it's because it's just like you said, you want to shake people. Because and is that really what we're worried about in what's happening in today's world? A boy having 2 loving parents. And lots of people were saying this this boy has 2 loving dads who adore him. What is wrong? What is the biggest issue? That's literally not an issue. But I think people just, because not the norm, I feel like people just, but I also think when a video gets pushed out, it did get pushed out, it did really well, you're gonna get a range of different people that maybe aren't your audience or the audience that would want to see that content.
But it's so weird because I just, I just have never met anyone that is so anti.
To your face.
To our face. Yeah, that's true, actually.
To your face.
But I just find it really bizarre. And when I do see this, and I also worry about people that read it because people like us, I feel like it is water off a duck's back because we know that some of these profiles are just faceless profiles.
And they're tools.
And they're tools.
Yeah.
But then I worry about people feeling like they then can't be a 2-dad family.
Especially if they're going through, or even if they're just coming out being gay and they see these comments, it kind of makes you think, oh, I'm not ready to deal with all this. I think it kind of makes you, I know what you mean.
And I just wanted to send a message to say, you've got this. If you were sat there thinking, oh my God, I won't cope with that if I get this hate, because it does, they're not in our circle, so it doesn't matter. But you just think, oh my God, there's so much of it out there, and I just worry that it's going to affect other people
because it might deter someone for coming out or being who they want to be, because
or even starting a family,
seeing the backlash and the hate. But on the flip side, the amount of love and support
was insane,
and the amount of the when the tools would leave the he's got 2 dads, you would have so many people backing you, and there's people that clearly love this boy,
which did make me feel nice, because I did just think, oh, thanks guys. Not that I'd never want arguments or anything in the comments or anything like that, because that's just nice.
I think that's what it is as well. It's we never our channels and what we do is we're not controversial people. We're not trying to stir the pot.
We just want positivity, good vibes, and we're just sharing our life.
And and people just take it the wrong way, but maybe it's a good thing, because I suppose you need more people to normalize being a same-sex couple that also raising a child, and the more people that it kind of show up actually being in a family that's got 2 dads, the more normalization it'll be. And
you do have to scroll to see the negative. Well, you do for us, because it shows, the algorithm shows us the positive ones, but then some people at the gym, for example, they'll come chat to us, and which is really nice, and they'll be like, oh, congratulations, and then they're like, I'm really sorry about the comments, and sometimes I'm panic, and I'm like, what do you mean? Because I haven't seen them, because if it gets to a certain point in the comments where it does start to turn maybe not very nice because we're gay, I just don't read them, because I'm just I don't need to see that.
Yeah, also those comments are just yeah, you are gay. What?
I am.
I
love being gay.
What can I do about that?
Do you love being gay?
I love being who I am.
Do you love being
I think I struggled younger being gay.
Which I think is so normal.
Which is normal. I feel I always think oh, my whole life is hard. But now I'm oh, you know what? It makes me such an amazing... I'm so I'm just fabulous. And I don't think being gay would give me that sparkle and shine.
What, if you weren't gay?
Yeah, if I weren't gay. What did I say?
I don't think being gay is giving me the sparkle and shine.
Clip it. I feel if I wasn't gay, I don't think I'd be this fabulous tackle the world. I'm gonna make every dream that I ever want to dream. I'll dream to the stars and shoot really high and aim really high. I feel like if I wasn't who I am, maybe I would be a bit different. I won't let anyone dull like our dreams.
High five.
Yeah.
I love giving you a high five.
And I feel like maybe that's because we are gay, and it's like, you know what, like, I'm special.
Yeah, I just love being gay. I just feel like it's really weird because I just feel like so normal. And sometimes the people online make you feel so unnormal because they're just like, gay. Whereas I'm just like me.
And it's so weird. I think that's come with age.
Yeah, because if I was talking to my 14-year-old self, I'd probably be hyperventilating into a bag.
Yeah, and I think if I was 14 and someone's like, you're gay, I'd be like, oh. Whilst now I'm like, yes, I am.
And I feel like that's one thing that we're always going to really lean Lincoln into is just, he can just be himself. We just don't need
labels.
We just want to be a really open household, and I feel like it's going to really help him flourish to just find himself.
Because I'm very, very opinionated when like people are like, oh, because Lincoln is a beautiful boy. He's like
a model.
And not being biased.
I know people think that, you know, when someone's got maybe not the cutest kid,
and they think it's the cutest child, and realistically, you haven't got the heart to tell them that their kid's not pretty. Lincoln is such a like stunning boy, and he's got the personality and charisma.
He's basically, you can just tell that we're obsessed with him. And some people are like, oh, you're going to be stealing all the girls' hearts.
And I'm straight away the boys.
Before they've even like taken a breath from what they've just said, Ryan will go, all the boys.
All the theys. And I think it's like, not because they're not being mean.
Oh no, they're not being mean at all. No.
But it's just because I'm like, well, I want to straight away enforce that, like, it doesn't matter if he brings a boy home, a girl home, they or them home, or someone that just, like, doesn't identify as like a gender. But the one thing that will stand is the door still staying open.
Oh my God, we're going to be those
No one
parents.
upstairs.
No one upstairs.
We've got years.
We've got years where we have to worry about that.
But I just want to be, even when he's young, I just want him to be able to, like, if he wants to wear, like, pink dresses, he can wear pink dresses. If he wants to wear heels, because I think that's one thing my dad was very good at. And I think, like, even though we have a weird relationship, and I talk a lot about the podcast and my family not really being the best family, I think the one my dad was always good at, if I wanted to play like makeup, he would buy me makeup, or if I wanted like pink plastic heels, he would get me pink plastic heels or dollhouse, and he never once didn't buy it because I was a boy.
I feel like that makes kids flourish.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we go to nursery and there are kids that are like dressing up all the time, and I'm just like, I really want Lincoln to be like that because I feel like they just get to
explore everything,
explore themselves. And I feel like some people are so anti-kids even playing like dress ups, or, you know, some mums, this is not me being stereotypical, but some mums will paint their boys' nails.
Who did this?
And the dads are really anti it.
But even like stereotypically straight guys paint their nails now. I feel like it's like so like not so black and white, blue and pink. And I think we're obviously that age where we are really open, and I would just expect Lincoln to follow that with our morals. If he
didn't like any dress, if he turned into like a typical football boy, proper boy that didn't like anything that we like, what are you gonna do?
I think, and I shock people on a daily basis with how I raised Lincoln. I think I shock people at how people thought you would be the strict one. I'm the strict one. Like,
yeah, why do people think I was going to be the strict one? I'm the least strict parent
I'm so stern with Lincoln, and I feel like you it's really hard to see it unless you see it, but I feel like I'm very stern with Lincoln. And I think I will be when he hits those
years, harder years.
When he hits puberty, let's go, boy, let's go. I feel like we'll like butt heads probably, but I also think.
Oh my God, it's going to be awful for me. I just feel like I'm going to be.
You're just like yeah.
I just keep.
But I just going to say, I think I will shock people because I think if he really loves football, I'll be his biggest cheerleader.
I kind of want him to, because I feel like
don't say that.
I don't want to say it. We'll look back at this and be like, oh my God, I hate our past selves. But I feel like I want him to be into like the football or basketball or anything, so we can be like the cool dads on the side that stand with the mums and the dads, and we all have like
coffees. Could he not do that dancing?
Yeah, gymnastics. Oh my God, he has to get into gymnastics.
I would love him to get into something.
Because I wasn't into sports growing up. I gave up swimming, I gave up taekwondo, I gave up running, I gave up basketball. And not because I'm a giver-upper, I just feel like maybe I wasn't really... Was I encouraged?
But you're all like not really into anything.
I just like trying things, and I've still not found the thing that I love doing.
Do you remember Matthew doing pottery?
Oh, don't bring that up, Ryan. Pottery, my business, Pots of Pride, will have a comeback next year.
That was so savage of
This
me.
year. Basically,
you like go through like what's Matthew's latest obsession is
an aura ring.
Or what are they called?
It's an oral ring. It's an aura ring. I really want an aura ring, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a fitness ring.
You go through everything.
You just wear it on your finger and it tells you about your sleep and stuff.
If you're stressed.
And they're on sale at the moment for like one more day. And Ryan...
I just refuse to let him buy it.
If I found one on Vinted that was
We're
sealed...
not having this conversation, or we've had this conversation, but you said you've only talked to me in the last 4 days that you wanted it, but you've done it with like Pop Mart, like Labubu's. Don't know if anyone remembers the Labubu's.
Yeah, but I love Labubu still.
Yeah, but you were so obsessed. Just like you were obsessed with pottery.
I think there's something that must have happened in my childhood that made me like this.
You were obsessed with cow print.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a cow print hoodie today.
I got Matthew this for his birthday on the 2nd of December because Matthew was like, I want a cow print bean bag. I want a cow print lampshade. I love cow print. I bought you cow print sliders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've not heard you moo since. Obviously are over cow print.
Yeah, but it's just the vibe. I love the vibe of it.
You just jump ship too much. What we're saying is that I would love Lincoln to be into something, because I was the same with you. I would go through so many different hobbies. I feel like I never really found one.
I think it was because I never found my tribe with them. Do you know what I mean? You know, like some people have like...
Put it on someone else.
Yeah, I'm blaming everyone else. No one, I just didn't vibe with anyone, maybe.
I think it was only when I did dance. And it's a shame because I look back, I was so into dance for like a few years, and I loved dance. But then I remember I was the only boy in the room. And I think it got to the point where like it just made me feel really awkward. I think when puberty hit, my sexuality started, like I started wondering like what I'm so different. And then go to dance, like it obviously was, I was the only boy there, so I feel like it made me stand out. And I think I took a step back from dance because I was so scared. And I always wondered, like, what would I have done if I still, because I loved it so much.
I feel like you should still do dance now.
Well, maybe you never say never. I'll never be that type of person. I'm too old for this.
You could start, you know, like...
I'll do the splits next week.
What, and rip all your ligaments?
I
And
can't
it'll just be me on my own. Maybe I'll bring Lincoln in for that episode.
I just loved it. But then I think when I was 17, when I found who I was and really comfortable being me, I was then really into makeup. And I never let anyone take that away, because loads of people like, you wear makeup, you're a boy, you wear makeup.
Oh god, that used to be such a thing, didn't it?
Such a thing. Even through uni, it was always such a thing. Even my dad was like, oh, why you wear makeup, you're not a girl. And then I was like, oh, do I want to be a girl? I don't want to be a girl, I just love makeup. So I think that's when so you know when people are like, oh, you need to find a hobby, and you think, oh, you're a teenager, you'll find a hobby. Sometimes you don't find a hobby until you're like 17, 18.
I mean, look at me, I'm 33 and I'm still trying to find that hobby now.
But you found pottery at like 25.
Yeah, I know. I'm just... Right, we're moving on,
and
Ryan.
then dropped it at 26.
We're moving... Actually, 28.
But then we're talking about all this, like, it kind of goes into what we want to be called now as parents, because we have those conversations so many times. It gets so heated online that currently I want to be called daddy.
But I am daddy.
Well, you're not. Well, so am I. I am daddy.
No, I am daddy.
But you say like I'm like convincing the world that I'm daddy too.
Well, you're trying to convince Lincoln because he calls you dada.
No, this is the thing, right?
He does. You don't see it because when you get back from the gym and he can see the car pull into the driveway, he goes dada.
But not always.
But how do you know? Because you're the one driving in.
Because even yesterday when he gave me a hug and a kiss, I was like, can you give daddy a kiss? He gave me a hug and a kiss.
Because you're... Oh my goodness.
And you slip up so much and it's not
I
fair.
do slip up and call you daddy by accident because dada doesn't slip off my tongue.
I no, but who I don't want to be dada. I'm not dada, I'm daddy. And I think that's the reason why we switched to dada, if I'm being really honest, was because of the comments on social media.
Because everyone was saying, he'll be confused. Oh my God, you can't call you're both daddy. But
and then you'd be like, why don't you be Daddy Matthew and Daddy Ryan? I was like, oh.
No first names.
Like, he doesn't know me as Ryan. I'm like his dad. And I think now I've come to terms that actually I just want to be called Daddy. And I actually used our assistant, aka ChatGPT, because I was like, I just really want work this out because he does say dada, but he also does say daddy.
And he's developing quick.
And he does also say dad. So
he goes dad, and sometimes he goes dead, and I'm like, who's dead? But
I'm like, who's dead? Who's dead? Who's dead? Who's dead? But then ChatGPT was like, he'll basically that he's too young to really know what the labels mean, but he'll know you as the parent, and he'll go to you for certain things. Like he'll go to Matthew. I've noticed when he really wants fun, he'll go to Matthew. But then I think when he's hurt himself or scared, he does come to me. Like, you know, when he fell at Sue's.
Oh, yeah.
And you were holding him, but he wanted me.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like he did. Why are you laughing?
No, I'm not.
What are you going to say?
Nothing.
What are you going to say?
Well, actually, he wanted you because you took him straight off me.
No, he was reaching out.
You took him straight on me. I was trying to comfort our son after a nasty fall.
I knew you thought this.
And you just got your salad fingers and got in there and ripped him out of my arms. I just thought, okay.
No, he reached for me. He reached for his daddy.
Yeah, he reached for you.
Well, anyway, he wants me for something. We're still figuring that out. But then he wants me for food.
Yeah, for food.
Yeah.
You make the cracking dinners.
Yeah, great. And great. I love doing that. But anyway, I feel like ChatGPT was like, he just knows you for what you provide in that moment. So if the labels are just not that deep, like, we'll know.
No.
We'll know when he says daddy. We'll know.
And I'd like to think if he was calling us, we're going to be present. So we're going to be looking at him. We're not going to be distracted not looking at him.
Or he might just be like the other daddy. Which is literally fine.
But we're figuring it out. We're just figuring it out.
But I think, a step away from, like, letting everyone else's opinions. Because I don't like dada. Don't come and ask me to be papa.
Papa.
Who is Papa?
Are you 80 years old?
And I just think Daddy Ryan, I don't like my name being in it.
No, we just don't like it. We know other couples that do, and it really suits them. And it's really weird because I'm like that. I can't imagine. It just suits them. But for us, I don't want to be Daddy Matthew.
And I get why people do say, oh, it could be confused. No, people are very opinionated in terms that it will be confusing. But, well, it's our family.
Yeah, we'll get through it.
And that kind of brings me on to our listener question, which is...
That was smooth.
I know. I've been really practicing this, so I don't just forget about it until the end of the episode. But this is kind of a tongue. What's it? A tongue. What is it, Matthew?
It's a tongue ring.
What?
It's a tongue aura.
It's a tongue twister. Thank you, Matthew. This is your list of questions. Wherever you're listening or watching this podcast, please leave a comment with your answer. And this is actually more for debate. And I thought this is going to definitely ruffle some feathers because I want your answer and I'm going to give my answer.
Jesus.
But I just think it's a safe space. There's no right or wrong. Everyone's parenting differently.
All right, spit it out.
Okay, right. This is your listener question, listener. If you wanted to be called, I should write this bit better. If you wanted to be called a certain name by your child, would you try and teach that child that name or let them just simply call you what they want? Do I need to repeat? Does that make sense?
No, that does make sense.
I feel like I made that really clear as possible.
Personally, I would try and enforce daddy.
Well, I didn't use the word enforce. Because I was like, I'll stay away from the word enforce. I was like, to teach.
To teach. I will be teaching.
I will make them.
But if they call me, I don't know, Smith's Toy Store, for example. Oh God, that's an awful example. No, take that out. If they were to call me Labubu, I would just be called Labubu because it's cute.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
So if Lincoln comes to you tomorrow, I'm like, Pikachu. And then points at you. You're going to be now Pikachu. The looks you'll get walk down the street.
I'll shock him. Electric, cute, or whatever.
Thunderbolt.
I do just want daddy.
Yeah, I just think I don't know if we'll go through this journey again. So I selfishly wouldn't enforce it. I would teach him that I would like to be called daddy, and I'm telling you now as well, I don't want to be dada, I want to be daddy.
All right.
Because you're so bad at saying dada. But everyone around us doesn't say dada.
Do you know how annoying you are? Because all you've said this last week, when I slip up and call you daddy, you go, Matthew,
Yeah, because it just gets to the point where it's like too confusing.
Well, thank you for telling me the first time on the podcast.
Well, I look around and like you're welcome. You're hearing it first with everyone else, but your whole family are friends. They all say, "Where's your daddies? Where's daddy?" No one says dada. So
to be fair, his social worker did used to say daddies, didn't she, as well?
Yeah, and I just think, you know what, we are his daddies. Like, the name, Daddies Overnight.
Oh yeah, we're Daddies Overnight.
Because we're just meant to be daddy. So I'm putting it out there. That's the end of it. And I would teach him that I am his daddy. And I wouldn't be called anything else.
There we have it, guys. We are Daddy and Daddy. That's why we're Daddies Overnight.
But I would love to know, would you teach your child, like, the name that you would prefer to be called, or would you just let them call you what they want to call? I think it's different when it's a grandparent or, like a relative that, like, you used to call your granddad. You never used to call him granddad, did you?
No, I used to call him Dagger. It was just something that it came out my sister's mouth, and that's what the whole family then called it.
But I just think as, like dads, who else calls their dad a different name?
I am going to say one controversial thing. The New Year was the first time, actually it was New Year's Day, that we struggled being parents.
Just weren't feeling it, being honest.
Because we basically put Lincoln down for his afternoon nap, and then we used that time to watch Stranger Things.
Normally we work when Lincoln naps, but we were like, it's New Year's Day, so we watched Stranger Things finale.
Which we'll come to, because that was pretty explicit. I just didn't want the time to end. I was just led there and I felt really bad. And I was like, I really need to go wake him up because he won't sleep tonight if he sleeps.
I think it's because we were tired. We were, when the heating's on and you kind of all cozy.
And I thought, I don't want to have to entertain.
Yeah.
I just wanted to chill. And where you just think, God, I wish I could ring someone just to look after him for 5
And
minutes.
because we went out for a walk in the morning, we've always, and you had a drink, so we couldn't drive anywhere. So you couldn't actually go out.
I had some Bucks Fizz.
Yeah, you couldn't really go out anywhere. So we were like, we've been out for our daily walk. So then
we used that token to escape the house, and because
felt a bit trapped, didn't we?
Yeah, it's really weird. So I'd love to know if anyone else, what people do in that situation, because we don't just stick the TV on. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we limit it to maybe the hour before bed at the moment, don't we?
We're strategic with our screen time. We're never going to be he's not having the screen. But we're cautious not just to be screens constantly.
As the scapegoat of getting out of not wanting to be a parent.
So we decided to take an hour each, didn't we?
Yeah, which was brilliant, which is a luxury because I know people that are on their own can't do this. But you were like, do you want to go upstairs for an hour and play your Nintendo Switch and then we'll swap? And it was the best thing we could have done.
Apart from I didn't chill.
That's your fault.
No, I know. I struggled to switch. I really, really struggled to switch my brain.
I get a notification we've just uploaded a Facebook post. I'm like, you're meant to be chilling.
No, I just can't help it.
No one is dying if we don't post for 5 minutes.
No, I know. But then also I was doing our dinner as well.
Yeah, you were. You were.
So I felt like I had just I just couldn't switch off.
Before we come on to Stranger Things, can we talk about Amber Alert? You don't remember what it's called. This is how much it hasn't bothered Ryan. I have to just say,
this is dark.
Becoming a parent has ruined me watching films.
Yeah, I think especially when there's kids, because you think that could be Lincoln. When we went to Lapland, UK, Matthew, did we say this?
I don't know. I had Lincoln with me, obviously, but he was right in front of me.
No, he was behind you.
Behind me.
Because you were talking to me and I could see Lincoln.
For a millisecond, I quickly looked at Ryan and then I was like, oh my God, where is our child? Because it was just awful. And he was there, nothing. It was literally the quickest millisecond.
And I could see him.
But and so I just don't let him out of my sight ever. And that was just a 2 milliseconds slip up. And it was really scary and I just hate that and I never want to experience it again. But now we've watched this film called Amber Alert.
No, it's called Captivated.
No, that's the other show. Amber Alert is the girl that gets in the man's car.
No, that's
Captivated is the program with the woman.
Oh, so is it called Amber Alert?
It's called Amber Alert because they put out an Amber Alert. So basically, spoiler.
We learn something every day.
You've got a spoiler alert if you're going to watch it in 3, 2, 1. But it's about this girl that gets into this guy's car in front of the mum, basically. But she's taking photos in the park with her other kid.
No, it's because they do hide and seek.
They're playing hide and seek.
And I said to Matthew, I would never play hide and seek in public with Lincoln. You call me a bit cray-cray, but I just think, I don't know if I would because you're teaching him to hide.
Oh,
and then
me.
and then him hiding, he's out your sight. You're teaching him to be out your sight.
No.
No,
not doing it.
Let's just play Tig.
Yeah. And basically the kid gets in this lured into this man's car.
Dark,
and then she gets abducted basically, and they do get the kid back at the end of the film. But I can't watch these things anymore.
But it's called Amber Alert because you're missing that.
Because the police send out an alarm. You know when your phone pings in an emergency?
I don't think we get it in the UK.
Happens in Japan all the time when we're there.
That's for earthquakes. Slightly different.
No, but if people go missing and stuff, you come up on your
it's
phone.
all in Japanese.
But they don't actually, I've never had one here really. But it was just really scary because I can't stop but think of being in that parent's shoes, and now whereas before I'd have just watched him and be like, oh, that's awful. Whereas now, because
no,
not like that, but
no, you can't relate.
You can't relate to a film that you know isn't real. But
again, because we don't have kids in the families, it's really hard to like visualize.
Yeah, like, and you do, and I feel like I'm really empathetic, which sometimes, and it's just, but when you've got a kid and you watch a film like that, it's too much.
Because I always think when we go to Disneyland, eventually, I just feel like I don't know what it is. My worst fear is like losing Lincoln at like the happiest place, like a theme park, Disney, or anywhere that we just feel like it's an amazing experience, and then we lose him
because
like,
I don't know, you would just panic, and I feel like then you'd always think of the panic.
But I don't know what people think about this, but I'm gonna get reins on him.
Oh my god, yeah, we've got them already.
I'm like, and I'm not afraid to even. I don't know people. I think people are quite against it.
I see people on little reins all the time, especially if you're. Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. Because
we're having reins.
It comes with a place of love. And Lincoln is like, I feel like he's going to be one of those people that just wants to go.
He wants to explore. He loves just seeing everything. He's nosy.
And I just think having the reins, I feel like when we went to Lapland, our friends had them for their little girl. And I just thought they were so useful. Yeah. Especially with so many people around. So definitely going to be using those reins.
Yeah, really, really.
Can we talk about Stranger Things?
Yep.
Right, this is your spoiler. If you haven't seen Stranger Things, the finale, I'm assuming you have, because you obviously don't like Stranger Things if you've not watched it by now.
We
didn't love it.
I don't want to say disappointed because
I'm disappointed.
I basically just felt like Vecna's ending was really underwhelming when it's been such a build-up over the last 3 or 2 seasons.
And I think the last few fights with Vecna have been so intense, so many gasp moments, that this last battle was just like
they just pushed him into a big nail. Yeah, but it just looked really easy.
And he didn't speak.
And that was it. He didn't
speak, like they were fighting, and there was a bit of fog and mist, like he couldn't see, and then it left and got him. And then how were they killed? What do they call
Dermagots or something?
No, but the spider, what's it? It's something.
I have no idea.
The thing, like how they managed to. Oh, I'm so angry. I don't know what it's called now. It's gone off my brain.
The demon.
Yeah, but it's not. What is it? It's something.
I have no idea.
Well, the big thing that anyway, they managed to destroy.
Didn't they just burn it alive?
They did destroy it. I bet if you've never watched Stranger Things, you're listening to this right now. I bet you're like, what the hell are you talking about?
It's just basically
they just did it too easy.
It was a tiny bit easy, and I think we were all.
Where I needed someone to die.
But you did cry.
Yeah, but obviously because it's the end of a chapter, isn't it? End of a whole franchise.
I feel like they did it in a good way, but they could have done a tiny bit more. But I can imagine if you're working on Stranger Things, you're like, this is amazing.
And I think it was amazing how I like the fact that they didn't leave it. They ended everyone's recap, like the way they ended it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they all just got let off by the military.
Yeah, I just wish you could have seen that bit of the story more. How did they all get away and get out?
Because you've just fighted against the military. Like soldiers have been damaged, hurt, and dead.
Damaged,
and you've then just suddenly a police officer, and you're back to normal. You're graduating from high school. I don't think so.
So I'd love to know what you guys think of Stranger Things. Everyone loved it because we did put online what everyone's thoughts were, and some people were disappointed by the fight, but then everyone was happy overall.
Overall, I was happy. I do think 11 was alive, and I think she did escape because she was in that truck and I don't believe she would have sneaked out without no one knowing. So I reckon it was her sister that did the spell thing.
They've left it open in my eyes to do another one in the future.
Oh no, I think just leave it. Put it to bed.
They won't. They don't leave. They don't leave these things.
They have to.
No, they don't.
They've made enough money.
Pew pew pew. It's time for Dummy Confessions.
Talk about weird things.
Thank you so much to everyone that did send in dummy confessions over the past week. I've actually got 3 here, so I'm just gonna pick one at random. So please, if you don't know what this is the part of the podcast where people send in their ridiculous or embarrassing stories.
Or funny.
We keep them anonymous. A lot of them, unfortunately, well, actually, it's not unfortunate, I don't know why I said that. A lot of them do involve poop because lots of stories that are embarrassing involve that with children, including this one.
Brilliant. We all love a poop story.
Me and my family went to West Midlands Safari Park for my oldest son's 9th birthday, and my youngest son was only a few days old and he filled his nappy. So I started changing him, and every time I wiped, he would go again and he pooped everywhere. And
just constant pooping?
Because it's probably like liquid at that age, at a young age.
How old is he?
A few days old. He pooed everywhere and we couldn't get out of the car as we were driving through the lion pen. I was crying, but looking back now, it was so funny, and my son is now 10.
You were crying. You were crying with the lions.
You would cry.
I can just imagine you coming through the safari and the lion's like, "Rah," and you're like...
And there's just poo all over the window. I can't imagine being stuck in... I mean, you gag already when Lincoln does a poo, and his poos are solid
because
now.
you can't open the window. Because the lions will get you, I get it.
Oh, God, that would be so bad.
You know what? I really hope you played that song, in the jungle.
The mighty jungle. Did you like that one this week?
That was a funny one. I feel like that was probably in my top 3.
So thank you to the person that sent that.
I think I've got I could really visualize that one.
I feel like I should reply to when I pick the dummy confession, I should reply to it.
You've been chosen.
Do you think I should? Do you think I should?
You've been chosen. Pew, pew, pew.
Because what if they miss it or they miss an episode?
Did you not say, yeah, I picked this one?
No, I just screenshot.
Oh, maybe we should.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Hopefully I've DM'd you by the time you've listened to this.
You've been chosen.
We love you guys so much. Please don't forget to rate the podcast.
Subscribe. Leave a
review. I think we're nearly on 1,000 reviews on Spotify now.
That is insane. Mental. That's a lot of people. On that note, we're going to love you and leave you.
We love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.
You're not going to end it. One cuddle at a time.
One kiss at a time.
And a little bit of sleep if we're lucky. Well, we're still getting sleep because he's still sleeping.
Well, he's not, because he wakes up at 4 every morning at the moment.
No, it's our sleeping bag.
It's
I'm
not.
telling you.
It's his dummy, because he drops his dummy.
Well, I told you to put 2 dummies in his bed, and I'm only seeing 1.
The thing is, before we go, we actually got Lincoln off of dummies, and then he was teething and
not in bed. He always had dummies in bed.
No, we did take them out of the bed.
No, we didn't.
We did, because there were nights that I wouldn't even look for them. They were not there.
Well, maybe he's teething. He had rosy cheeks again this morning.
Oh, God, not teething again.
It's just never ending.
It's never going to end.
And also, he's teething. There's no teeth coming through.
I'm like, sometimes I touch his gut. He's amazing at brushing his teeth. We've really got that. But when I touch, I'm like, where are the bumps?
Anyway, love you and leave you.
And we'll see you next week.
And Happy New Year. And we've got so many fun things planned this year. Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode of Daddies Overnight, don't forget to leave a rating and to hit follow.